I'm with the Grassroots Global Justice Alliance, and we have been on the road since the RNC to the DNC because we said that it takes roots to change this system. Do you all feel me? Right? We are here because we know we need a change in the system, a fundamental change in the system. We went to Ohio and were protesting in the streets of Cleveland because we wanted to say no to the racism, to the misogyny, to the xenophobia, to the violence and hate perpetuated by Trump. And so we are very clear that also we came here to protest as well. We came here to talk about justicia para Berta Caceres, justice for Berta Caceres. Who here knows about Berta Caceres?
Yeah!
Right? She was a land defender. She was a river guardian. She was an indigenous, environmentalist, feminist, social movement leader of Honduras that was killed because she stood up for indigenous people's rights, because she stood up to transnational corporations, because she stood up for systems change. And we are here to say no more criminalization of protesters, no more criminalization of our right to stand up for our basic natural resources, from the seeds to water to air. We are saying no to the privatization and putting a price tag on air and soil and seeds. Are you with me?
Yes!
That's right. Because Berta Caceres was just like us. She was an organizer, she was an activist, and she got killed because she was pointing the finger at transnational corporations. She was pointing the finger at the Honduran government that was giving concessions to all these transnational corporations to come and devastate indigenous people's lands. And so for us, we see it as all connected, and we think that it's going to take roots grounded in communities to change this system from the bottom up. Are you all with me? Yeah. All right. So with that, I think it's important for all of us in the United States to know that our government gives millions of dollars in military aid to the Honduran government. And we are calling for a halt to that aid until there's justice for Berta Caceres. There's been over 100 indigenous organizers that have been killed. And we want to make sure that that stops. Because if we don't put a stop to that, that is going to continue to happen. Because we all know that in many parts of the world, environmentalists, land defenders are sometimes the first targeted and silenced and tortured and attacked and even killed. And so we have to hold our government accountable. And the way we're doing that here is being in the streets, calling for justice for Berta Caceres, but we also know that the role of Hillary Clinton, when she was the Secretary of State, and the Obama government allowed the coup to happen in Honduras, and we want to hold them accountable to their hawkish war ways and say no to that agenda. We want to be clear that we don't want whoever is president, and particularly if it's Hillary Clinton, to continue in her war ways where it creates more opportunity for transnational corporations to take advantage of loopholes, to take advantage of people's lands, of governments. And so I think that that's the message that we're bringing here, that it takes roots to change the system. So folks, I want you to help me out. There is a bill that is being moved. It's called the Berta Caceres Human Rights in Honduras Bill 5474. Again, that's the Berta Caceres Human Rights in Honduras Bill that basically is saying a stop to military aid to Honduras. And I want you to make a commitment to talk to people about who Berta Caceres was, as a land defender, as a guardian of the river, as an indigenous land defender that was silent, and so to say that her voice continues. And so we have been chanting all along this caravan that Berta didn't die, she multiplied. And the theme of today's rally here is that we are the seeds, and so we have the seeds of resistance. We have the seeds of revolution. We are the seeds that will continue towards our collective liberation. And so with that, I'm going to end with a chant that says, Berta didn't die, she multiplied. Berta didn't die,
She multiplied.
Berta didn't die, she multiplied. Berta didn't